there are 3 things we should never ever do if we want to hit long irons pure and straight. First thing out of the gate is this. I see it all the time. And you never ever want to set up with your hands way forward with your long irons, or any club for that matter, but it gets particularly worse the longer the club you have in your hand, and more so with something like a long iron that typically you're hitting off the ground. Here's what happens when you do that. One is that club face starts opening, it's wide open now. So what you would normally do, what most people do, is they shut it down, and now they got hands way forward with a very, very de-lofted club. And you'll do one of these low left hookers, and if you don't shut the club face, then you've got, well, it's going to be a disaster, because it's going to go way right now. So instead of setting up with your hands way forward, it's an ugly shot, right? What we want to do is put our hands in the middle. Yes, even with this 4-iron, middle, and if you make a mistake, it's better to be a little too far back with your hands, especially with like one of these kind of driving iron things, which I highly recommend. I don't care what brand you get, but they have a nice wide sole, good bounce, a lot of forgiveness. So as you back those hands up, you actually have a lot of forgiveness through the earth, so you're not going to dig down with that leading edge. So if you're going to make a mistake, put those hands back too far rather than putting them way forward. It will actually help you to get that ball nice and high in the air. So ideally we want our hands middle, but if we make a mistake, a little bit back. Just don't put them too far forward. The next thing you should never ever do is this, and that is sway off the ball. So many times we all want to get our weight transferring back, so we start swaying. And the longer the club, the worse we do this, because we think we got to get more over here because the club is longer. That just causes you all kinds of disastrous issues we won't go over now. Just know they're really bad. So here's what I want you to do instead of this swaying move, because we do want our weight to do something. So instead of swaying like so, what we want to do is, I call it, we got to like screw ourselves into the ground, okay? So we want to go down, like screwing our hips, okay? We're screwing our core into the earth here, okay? So instead of this motion here, look, put your club here, right? We should never sway outside of that. We want to just screw in. You don't have to go down. That's just a good visual aid here, but you want to screw yourself in, because this is loading the club, okay? Loading. You sway, you're dead with your long iron. I'm going to just load and screw into the earth. And then as I unscrew, I create a ton of power. You're going to gain probably 10, 15, 30 yards with your driver if you do this. Works for every club in the bag. This thing is screwing yourself into the earth. If that doesn't change your life already, that one screw move, I don't know what will. That will be your new best friend, guaranteed. By the way, I hope you're liking the video. Make sure you hit that like button. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And leave a comment below. Let me know what other tips and drills and techniques you'd like to learn, and we'll take care of you. All right, the last thing you should never ever do, ever with your long irons is this. And it's kind of one of the biggest malpractices in the game of golf instruction, in my opinion, and that's this thought teaching that you should take that club back low. All right? When you take the club low, the only way to keep it low is for that club to work inside. And then if you have any hand rotation whatsoever, not only are you taking that low, but you're whipping that in here, and that causes the over-the-top move. It's almost like they want you to do it so then they can fix your over-the-top, and you in this perpetual, endless cycle of giving someone money to teach you to do things that you could do by yourself. Anyway, don't get me started. So this whole take it back low thing, forget it. Don't worry about that. Here's what you want to do, and the thought process you want instead is this. I want hands in, club head out. In and out. Just think in out. So my hands are in, club is out here. If that club gets in also, then you're no good, because then my club is in and my hands are out. You don't want that. You want hands in, club out. Hands in, club out. No hand rotation, preferably. You will have a little hand rotation. Everybody's a little different. Don't worry about that so much. Just think hands in, club out as you do the other things. Got the position good. You're screwing yourself in. Now you're just thinking hands in, club out. And those are the three things we should never do, and how to correct and fix them so that you can hit those. That's as straight as I can hit it. And if you want to have great success with your long irons, don't do those three things. Fix it the right way. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you next video.